Lynette Oxley here for Tax Shack Tactical TV. It's been a very long week today, this week, Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Yeah, it's been a very long day this week.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hi viewers, hi Lynette.
Yeah, we had a lot of people in the office ill and
Sure.
deaths in the family, etc., etc. So if people are not getting back to you that quickly,
We beg your apology, they will.
Next week should be better.
We should be back to normal next week.
Absolutely.
Eventually.
Do you want to have a chat? We do need comments. I think Hannes has been sharing.
We keep asking you guys. This is supposed to be a conversation, guys. And I'm getting tired of talking to Lynette.
As usual, it's been 35 years nearly. So, but yeah, please, if you've got anything that you want to discuss, please send us a voice note or a mail or something. You can send it to events@GOSA.co.za. Am I correct, Hannes?
Yes.
And then we can at least discuss it. If you have a legal question, we can get Cynthia to answer it. If you've got a membership question, we can ask Shay to answer it. If it's anything else, you can get Paul to answer it. GOSA Girls on Fire. You can obviously leave me messages as well.
Exactly.
So please do that so that we can at least...
We're tired of talking to ourselves.
Any case, do you want to quickly talk about social media?
Yeah,
it's not going to be a long one.
It's not going to be a long one today. Social media. So we had some guy pop up.
It was
the night before last.
I think it was Thursday morning that we.
He popped up at about Wednesday night sometime.
Yeah.
With a comment that he was confused about. In the first place, that should have tipped us off. In the first place, he was confused about which shop he'd gone to in Centurion. He then amended his post when I asked him what shop it was, because there isn't that brand of shop in Centurion. He then changed the shop to Wildman Centurion, and said that he'd arrived there with two permits to the proper permits, the printouts for authorized licenses, and he had been told that he must go away and come back when he's got the licenses. So this raised several questions with us. In the first place, we had to determine which shop it was, and he then, during the hours of the night, amended his post to say Wildman Centurion. And then a whole bunch of Wildman supporters got excited and they jumped on the matter, including the Wildman franchise owner,
which we've got a very good relationship with.
Which we have a very good relationship with. So it became a bit of an issue. It was, is this guy really? How serious is this? We then went and investigated his profile a bit. Hindsight is 20/20, huh?
Firstly, he didn't go to the shop. We did establish.
He didn't go to the shop. No. Certainly not under the name that he purported to be posting in terms of.
Sorry,
the Rottweiler's now thrown his ball underneath his dog bed and is wrecking the place to get to his dog ball. Oh gee. Okay, he's found his dog ball, his ball. Anyway, so we had this guy creating this fuss, not accurately identifying the shop in question, and then a whole bunch of people jumping in, including myself, jumping in and saying, "Listen, they can't do that. They just can't do that. This is an official permit from the SAPS. It's your gun. You go and ask for your gun. They must give it to you." We have enough instances of DFOs making up their own rules and making up their own laws. We don't want to see this start to happen at shops. And larger retailers can be... Geez, I've got to be very careful here now. But there may be an impression that larger retailers have larger staff and not all of the staff are entirely up to date with all of the rules. There may be that impression, however.
I've never heard of anybody that was refused right in the beginning because it didn't have the number on, then they changed it on the system with the number.
To put the number on.
So I haven't heard anybody that's been refused anyway.
Correct, and thousands people have benefited from it.
Absolutely.
Thousands and thousands. Most don't even know that this was GOSA's gift to them at no cost.
Yeah.
They're completely unaware of it. They just accept that it happened. You know?
Yeah.
Christmas doesn't just happen. There's got to be Santa Claus. Okay, so then I then had to, when I discovered that this guy was actually probably a fake profile, or a profile under a wrong name or an assumed name, or something was wrong with it, I asked the questions to the person on the list, didn't receive a response, got satisfactory feedback from Wildman that no such person had ever bought a firearm from them and he wasn't one of their clients. And then I just took the whole post down. Guys, this causes stress and it causes enmity. It
I
causes
don't understand why
angriness.
somebody
It
would
causes
do something
in the
like
community. Why do that? Why would you be?
I don't understand.
Why act like an attention-seeking whore to create a problem, to create animosity? Why do that? I don't understand. You know.
Neither do I.
It's like we don't have enough real problems. Anyway, so that just to refer to that, Wildman Centurion were blameless in this matter. I've got a letter from the store manager, and obviously from Frick, the franchise owner, who actually works out of the store in Centurion as their flagship store. So we're entirely satisfied that Wildman did nothing wrong. They just happened to be, you know, the guy initially said Safari Outdoor Centurion. And I was like, but Safari Outdoor doesn't have a store in Centurion. Their closest store is Linwood. It's a long way away from Centurion. And yet Dave Shearguns has just opened Irene Arms, which is close to Centurion. So my initial thing was, who's he actually referring to? He didn't identify it properly. He was obviously looking to see what would draw
The most attention, yeah.
And he jumped on the bandwagon, and that bugs me that people have the time to go and do something like that just to
I don't know
just
what.
to chuck a chocolate log in someone's swimming pool. You know, it just boggles the mind. In any case, but that's been dealt with. But we will no doubt have future agents provocateurs trying to stir up the community. We must just be aware of it. We must be alert to it, and we must jump on it when it does happen. Anyway, that's that. Yes.
So now we've got something very interesting. We actually didn't put it onto the list, but it's yeah.
So we told you a while ago that we'd been working with a hardware supplier. So just let me explain the problem. SABS specification 953-1 specifies what constitutes the specifications for a pistol or rifle safe or a firearm safe for storing firearms. It also talks about the mounting hardware that's required.
Yeah.
The mounting hardware being the bolts and the washers, the stuff you use to mount the safe to the wall with. And it specifies an M10 bolt that must penetrate, so go into the wall at least 80 millimeters. 80 millimeters. The problem is when you go into the hardware stores and you buy whatever brand it is, Rawl or Fisher or whatever it is, the mounting hardware they supply, the common size in M10 is a 75 millimeter long bolt. So in the first place, it's never going to penetrate into this, depending on how thick your safe is. Remember, penetration means how deep the bolt is going to go into the wall. So if you have a 75 millimeter bolt, it's with a 3 millimeter washer and 2 millimeters of safe thickness, you're probably only going to get 70 mils of penetration into the wall, which is way under specification. And once that's bolted into the wall, you can't see the difference, which may incline people to go for the inferior fixing. And when the DFO arrives to do the safe inspection, because we know DFOs are doing safe inspections when you can sponsor them petrol money and stuff. Anyway, they will not know because it's bolted into the back of the safe. They will look at the head of the thing and say, okay, well, that's an M10. Cool, good to go. The problem comes when
something goes wrong.
Something goes wrong. If somebody arrives with a pry bar, pries the safe off the wall, and leaves with your pistol safe or your rifle safe with your firearms inside it, and you then report it to the police, and the investigators pitch up, and one of the investigators is actually quite bright.
And they look at the size of the hole.
It happens. There are bright investigators out there. Not many, but you might get the one. Anyway, and he puts a tape measure into the hole and discovers that the hole's only 70 mils deep. It's never happened that I know of, but there's certainly the possibility that you could be declared negligent on the basis that the proper fixings were not used. So anyway, so people have been making a plan for years and years and years to try to get past the specification, or to try to exceed the specification. So what we did, we spoke to our good friends at Marathon Tools. See the logo, Marathon. Okay, so they make up hardware packages for wholesale and retail. So they're a brand. They're a bunch of guys out on the East Rand.
They're shooters.
They're shooters. Support shooters.
So
what they've done, and also there's the other problem was the washers. 30 mil diameter washers it specifies. Now that's the outside diameter of the washer. The problem is with 30 mil diameter washers, they're what's known as body washers, and when they get to that size, when they get to 30 mil diameter, they become thinner, not thicker. The SABS specification is that the washers must be 3 millimeters thick. That's to spread the clamping force, the faying pressure on the back of the safe to the wall over a wider area. So guys tend to putting on two 1.5 mil washers. Two 1.5 mil washers is not as strong as one 3 mil washer. So what Marathon have done for us is they've gone and sourced nice big, these square washers you see in the middle here, which are way over specification. I think they're 3.5 mil thickness, and they're much bigger than 30 mils. So they've sourced the correct washers for us. They've sourced 90 mil long 10 mil bolts, 90. So even if it's going through 10 mils of safe and washer, etc., 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 it's still going to penetrate beyond what is the 80 mils of penetration into the wall. So everything here meets or exceeds the specification. These are difficult to find in these sizes. The typical little Eureka packs of stuff that you buy in the shops.
I know that you know because you
go through tons of the stuff. Yeah. But they don't have the correct sizes. These are the correct sizes. We've taken quite a bit of trouble, or Marathon has taken quite a bit of trouble to put these together for us. They will come in this format. In other words, two bolts with their roll type anchor fixings, with smaller washers, smaller flat washers on top, and then two big square 3.5 mil thick flat washers to put into your safe. They will come in this format. For a pistol safe you require 2, this pack. For a rifle safe you require 4. So we have 2 packs. So and it gets accompanied by a certificate signed by myself but backed by GOSA Law, just explaining that it's got a little portion where we've cut out the section from the specification, and we're explaining exactly what we've done and confirming that this meets or exceeds the standards of the SABS. So these things will come packaged together, also with 2 little stickers, which I didn't think to print out for you. 2 little stickers that you can put inside the safe at the back next to the mountings that say meets the specification.
How can they get hold of this? And
so all right, so we're doing it for so we thought now. Fortunately, Marathon have supplied us with the hardware, with the first batch of the hardware they had made at no cost. So we feel kind of odd about charging people for stuff that we got at no cost. Kind of not really fair. What we're going to do is we're going to package these, the bolts, a certificate, and 2 stickers in a package, and we're going to supply these free to GOSA members. So free. So if you come and collect it from the offices, and guys, please don't picture the office here with a truck to collect for all your mates. But certainly
you can collect for you and your family, maybe.
You can collect for 1 or 2 people, perhaps. But if they're GOSA members, they have to be GOSA members. They get them for free. If you're not within striking distance of the offices here, which most people won't be, we will send right to us with your member details, events@gosa.coza, with your member details, and Hannes will send them to you by courier with the courier charges for your account. So you pay the courier charge and we'll send them to you for free.
So that's great. If you're not members yet,
specify which safe.
They need to say.
Yes, please tell us if it's a rifle safe or a handgun safe.
Otherwise, Hannes won't know.
Yeah, otherwise Hannes won't know.
It's like sometimes I think I can hear Shay moaning about people marking if they ask for the reference. And all they say on the reference is
GOSA
or membership. So we've got absolutely no clue who's actually done it.
The payments have just listed GOSA or membership or GOSA membership, if it's, you know.
So guys and girls, if you're not members yet, please support GOSA. We do a lot of stuff for the gun. You guys do a lot of stuff for the gun industry.
Yeah,
and
we try. Sometimes we're very trying. I get told that a lot by people. They say to me, "Paul, you're so trying."
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost like it's not a compliment.
So we're doing a hell of a lot of stuff for Girls on Fire. Just give us a moment. But we have lots of exciting stuff happening in the next couple of months and in the next year. It is just the time that we took away for going down to the Cape has just taken it out of my schedule for Tac Shack. So I'm just trying to catch up with that. But there's some very...
Thank you and the volunteers very much for that. We really couldn't do it without you. And we're very grateful. GOSA is very grateful. On behalf of all the members, we're very grateful. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. And to Shirley and you, they also took...
all of the volunteers.
All of the volunteers that took it. But it was a great trip, and I think we've made an impact, and it's to try and get gun rights out. That one photo, get the gun rights out into the rural areas, which is very important.
The photo that it's talking about is the GOSA trailer, that gargantuan trailer, in the mountain passes.
Took us an hour to get there.
On the dirt roads,
yes.
Going down to Jonathan Deal's farm. I never realized his farm was quite as remote as it is.
No, neither did I. And the shooting range.
There we go.
No backstop except
this big mountain. Yeah,
yes.
You're probably not going to miss the mountain.
No, but it was interesting. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much, and have a fantastic weekend.
Have a great
weekend. And please send us your questions.
Please, this is a live show. Well, this show relies on banter.
And interacting.
You can hear Lynette and I almost out of banter.
Yes.
So
that's what
guys,
25 years of marriage will do, huh?
Yeah. Guys, send us questions. We'll answer them with the greatest of pleasure.
And if we can't, we'll get a right person.
We'll find somebody who does know the answers.
Great. Cheers. Have a fantastic weekend.
Have a great weekend.